Good evening, guys. It is 6:30 or so on Wednesday, the 20th of July 2022. So, just a day after the last video that I put out. But today, if you have a look on the right hand side here, you will see that we are in green numbers for the return. So we're currently just under 1.3% positive for the first time in a long time, and the reason for that, if you look down here, is that today the market saw a almost 1.9% positive move, which represents quite a bit of the gain actually for the week. And you can also see that for the month, actually we're nearly at 9.5% positive compared to this time last month. That's a really significant move, and as I said yesterday, I'm bullish about the market at present. I believe that the recovery is underway. And just to point out, if you had this cash sitting on the sidelines and not invested, you would have missed out on that, not far off 2% positive increase today alone, which really is a substantial loss, I suppose. Really, a substantial lost opportunity if you didn't have it invested. So I suppose the moral of the story here really is that this is what I've been saying all along. Really, the winning strategy, and has been proven time and again, is to not try to time out the market, but to invest consistently and to continue to do that over the mid to long term. I'm just having a wee look at the notifications. So something about Coinbase. Quite frankly, I personally will not touch cryptocurrency. I think it's far too volatile, and just given my time frame, I don't think I can afford to take a real risk like that. Now, if I were younger, if I were in my 20s, maybe even my 30s, I might suggest that it might well be worth putting, I would say, a maximum of somewhere between 5 and 10% of your portfolio into crypto. Honestly, a maximum of 10%, I would say, and I would be inclined to want to watch that pretty closely, or at least set limits to capitalize whenever it goes up, and also to cut losses before it falls too low. In other news, Netflix up 4.1%, and IBM down 7%. Now, the other view that I was going to show you is the view that you'll see here. And the reason why I wanted to show you this view, that's not a good way to look at it. Let's look at it this way. Okay, so if you notice the blue line here, it's kind of stepped. But if you watch the figures up here, so that's the sort of the total value of the portfolio, then you've got the invested amount, and then you've got whatever the return is. So what you'll see is each time like for instance here you've got 360 invested, but then we invested another 120, so you'll see it jump up 480, then what, 600, yep, and so on. And each time you add a bit more, then the you see another step essentially. Now the blue line is the portfolio value, whereas the barely visible grey line, which you can see just above here, that grey line, that's the invested amount. So I don't know if we were ever positive down here. It doesn't look as if we've ever been positive, or if we have, it was barely, up until perhaps today. May have been a time where it maybe just kind of just crossed over and no more, but once we get near the end of this, there we go, it jumps into positive territory due to the growth that has happened today. Guys, I'll leave it there for now. I think I said before, I don't think there's an awful lot to be gained by talking about specific figures in terms of returns, because really what matters is the percentage, because the percentage is going to be multiplied by whatever the value of the portfolio was previously. So here obviously you can see the graph for the period that's shown there. Goodness, it looks an awful lot more choppy over a year, doesn't it, than what it does over several years. You can see the date up here. So COVID effect probably around here, so the fall, recovery, and then a bit of a growth, and then war in Ukraine, inflation worries, concern about COVID resurgence, etc. And then we're starting to come out of it again, hopefully. So as I say, I'll leave it there for now, but I just thought it was worth drawing your attention to the fact that we are now in positive territory, and I am bullish about the direction of travel of the market, and hopefully we'll see those gains continue and increase, and you'll get to see the real value of investing in the stock market pretty soon. And when we do actually get a dividend payment, you'll be able to see how we can reinvest that to take advantage of basically the reinvestment of dividends as well as compound interest. Guys, thank you for watching. If you find it interesting, informative, educational, or even just entertaining, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.